did you grow up?
I grew up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I actually, though, was born and lived my first 5 years, went to kindergarten in Okinawa, Japan.
Tell us about your family.
I grew up with an older sister. She's 2 years older than me. Her name is Tia. She got me in a lot of trouble. And then I have a younger brother that I grew up with. He is 4 years younger than me. We called him G, and he was quite the little one that would get into stuff. I do have some other siblings with my father on my father's side. They're a lot younger, but that's who I grew up with. That's how I grew up.
Tell us about your years in high school.
High school years were super fun. I played basketball for Riverdale High School for my first 3 years. I actually moved my senior year, but really enjoyed it. Had a wide range of friends that I hung out with. I had my basketball friends that we got into some things, and then I had my other friends that I had a lot of classes with. But if there was one word I could use to describe high school years, it would definitely be fun.
What was a pivotal moment in your teenage years?
Probably I would have to credit it to athletically. It was my junior year in high school when I think, or I guess the best words to describe it would be kind of figured it out. I was my freshman year going into high school playing basketball. It was easy for me. I was easily just, hey, throw her the ball. And it was fun, and I didn't have to learn a lot, and there wasn't a lot of accountability, especially when it came to specific assignments. But my sophomore year, when I had to play varsity ball, and then all of a sudden it was like, learn this play and learn that play. And I struggled a little bit and didn't get the playing time. I was used to getting a lot more playing time. But my junior year, it was like something clicked, and I went from getting minimal time to averaging 20 and just having some really good games. And like I said, it just kind of clicked and was easy for me. So my junior year of high school is the one I would say is the most pivotal one.
What jobs did you have in high school?
McDonald's was my really first and only job. And I enjoyed my job at McDonald's, but I only worked at McDonald's. That was my first job, and I did that my junior year. And then afterwards, I knew I wanted to focus more on sports, basketball, and so I didn't work my senior year, but I did get some reps in at McDonald's.
Tell us about your college experience.
The college experience. Well, the college experience, if I thought high school was fun, college just got even better. Once again, it was an athletic standpoint. So my freshman year, and ironically, I was just telling my son about this the other day, my freshman year, getting introduced to another level of basketball, it was, all I can really remember my freshman year is sleeping, going to the gym, sleeping, eating, going to class, sleeping. I mean, I just felt like I slept. We had 3 practices, and I just slept and really got acclimated my freshman year. And then kind of like in high school, I figured some things out. So then I had a little bit more of a social life, but I really enjoyed it. I had an opportunity to go to a junior college. I could also go to Alcorn, which was a Division I college, but it was really small. Or I could go to a D2 school, which was Delta State, my alma mater. To me, it was the perfect fit. It wasn't too big, and to me, it wasn't too small. So it was big enough for me to enjoy myself and thrive there. Because even when my freshman year hit, I felt like I still got a commendable amount of playing time. So I really enjoyed my time at Delta State, and it was definitely fun.
How did you choose your future profession? Did you originally plan on being a teacher?
No, and I didn't even really plan on being an assistant principal. Whenever I was in school, and even though I'm, very informed and very educated, but really I always thought that if the basketball thing didn't work out, that I would then move on to be a coach. And I really did think that if I wanted to be a coach, all I had to do was go to school and become a coach. Then they made it very clear to me that if you want to coach, you need to also invest your time into a subject area so that you could teach, because it's going to be more money teaching than it is coaching. So I knew math was my favorite subject. So, long about my sophomore year, 10th, maybe my junior year, I knew that I was going to earn the credits and become a math teacher.
What's something outside of school that you are passionate about?
Still, I feel like this whole thing is basketball. Because, of course, I had some great years in basketball, coaching basketball here at Horn Lake High School. So once I stopped coaching here at Horn Lake High School, and part of my decision making did have to do with my son. I have a 13-year-old who's in 8th grade. But once he started taking an interest in basketball, and I didn't want to keep splitting my time with him and in my profession where my girls deserved a lot of my time as well, I started to invest time into his AAU team. So my number one, maybe even a close second to shopping, would be hanging out with his AAU team. We've got a great team. We've been together for, I want to say, 4 or 5 years now. So I'm real acclimated to the guys. And matter of fact, I've added a couple of guys from here to the squad. So definitely spent some time doing that. So usually if Miss Thompson isn't taking care of some work business, she is in the gym with the guys, or she is online shopping.
Tell us something you always dreamed about doing.
Just definitely traveling. And I've tried to do a little bit of that too with my new occupation. Just every time I get an opportunity, go somewhere I've never been before, try some food I've never tried before. And I think I've done everything I wanted to do Caribbean wise, Jamaica and all of those areas. So now my new areas, I want to go to Cape Cod. I want to try Africa. I want to do some international travel that just kind of steps outside of the box of where you would normally go on a cruise or, like I said, your normal vacation, Cozumel. I want to do something a little different than that.
What is something that you love about this school?
The students, the relationships. I've always been a fan of the process, no matter what it is, whether it's basketball, whether it's the team that I have, whether it's the season. I always enjoy, and matter of fact, one of the best teams that I ever had that played for me, I always allowed them to make their own t-shirt. And the t-shirt that this team decided to go with says trust the process. And so there's always a process, and I enjoy watching our students go through the process. They come in as freshmen, maybe even a little rowdy, maybe even thinking they have things figured out, maybe not knowing how to respond, communicate, get along, balance time, grades, things of that nature. And then to watch them go through the process, and by the end of it all, they know how to say, hey, Miss Thompson, before Miss Thompson can say, hey, did you remember? This is how we want to do it. So it's always enjoyable to see them grow up, watch the process. Now I think it's to the point, I've been here so long that I've seen kids of kids that I've taught. So it's always good to just see that growth, see the process, see them embrace the process and thrive in it.